Hi, everybody. This is Molly Inksman, and I'm an owner here at Fat Hill. And I organized the brewery's recent trip to Scotland. And we just returned a few days ago, and I am very happy to report that it went super well. All 16 of us came back. And I know a lot of people have been interested in how it went, so we'd love to share a little bit about it with you all. So, why Scotland? Beer, history, hiking, eating, golf, music, art, monster hunting, kind of whatever you're into, Scotland probably has it. We really like that the variety over there that could provide us in terms of the vacation, how easy it was to get to, and that obviously it would be pretty easy to communicate there. The deciding factor for us was really that Scotland is in a really interesting point in its beer history right now. Traditional real ale is still flourishing there, but there's also this trend for really American influenced craft breweries. So those folks largely reject that, real ale traditional format that Scotland's really famous for. So these new breweries are into stuff like high booze and lots of New World hops, grapefruity kind of hops. They like barrel aging, serving beer at colder temperatures, all that stuff. So really variety is the name of the game right now in Scotland in terms of beer. So Fat Hill also has a different connection to Scotland and beer because one of our flagship beers, our Scottish Ale, has been a big seller for us since the beginning and is a really important part of our business. And the first beer we ever brewed actually at Fat Hill was our Wee Heavy, which is a Scottish beer style. So we kind of always thought Scotland was kind of a little bit of a lucky charm for us. So why not make it our first trip? So what did we do and where did we go in Scotland? We packed a lot into 10 days, so I'm just going to really briefly go over the itinerary for y'all. We flew into the capital, Edinburgh, and then we drove to Inverness, which is the capital of the Highlands. Beautiful, cool little city. And up there, we did things like visit Black Isle Brewing, which is a brewery in the Highlands that is Scotland's only organic brewery. They have a dog named Jake, just FYI, fun fact. We also visited Dunrobin Castle, which is this gorgeous Highland castle. And then the next part of the tour, we kind of made our way southwest a little bit into the islands via Loch Ness and Glencoe, which are really gorgeous. Once we got to the island, our island, Mull, it started to rain and didn't stop for about 3 days. But I think we made the best of our time, what we could do. We had a very nice little bus trip around the island to see, the little villages and the gorgeous sheep and all that stuff. We also had a distillery tour, and people spent a lot of time in the pubs on the island too. So after the island, we did a road trip back to the capital via a few castles, nice churches, that kind of stuff. And we also got a really cool tour of Allen Water Brew House in Bridge of Allen, and that's Scotland's smallest commercial brewery. It's very, very tiny. So we just really appreciated their hospitality in letting us invade their space. We took up half of the brewery, our group. And then in Edinburgh, people had a lot of free time to explore the city, which is awesome because Edinburgh is just this vast, majestic place full of cool stuff to explore. I think the castle was a highlight for a lot of people. We had this great walking tour of the historic sites. And we also had a beer walking tour at night one night, which was really cool. The beer tour gave us the history of the city through beer. So how brewing was almost exclusively a female occupation until the Industrial Revolution and stuff like that. So just really cool tidbits to, throw out while you're drinking. And then we had a quick trip to the Scottish borders, which is just the south part of Scotland near England. We visited Born in the Borders Brewery down there, which is they call it a plow to pint brewery, which means they try to source most of their ingredients really locally, which is cool. And the final day, everybody had time to explore the city, and then we were off. We were home. It all went so fast. And we have a bunch of thank yous to make, actually. So, number one, our travelers were amazing. They're so patient, so good natured, easygoing, fun loving, just all around wonderful folks. And we could not have asked for better people to be on this trip. The tour guides also were fabulous. Michael and Rob with Rabbies, and Jenny and Carolina on the beer tour, and also Marta at the Rabbies office. They're just so patient and kind and great with questions and really enthusiastic, and we just really appreciated them. Jay Allen Travel made most of our arrangements, and he was wonderful at holding my hand through my 600, 700 questions before we left. Thank you very much, Jay. And we also just really want to thank our Fat Hill staff, which was amazing at keeping the brewery running while we were gone. And even Taylor went with us, which was awesome. And she was sort of our little second assistant while we were over there. So we appreciate that too. So this went well. So stay tuned for the next Fat Hill trip, I suppose. If you have any ideas or any place you'd really like to go, please tell us in the comments. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.